Hi everyone, my name is Raymond Panetta, and today I'm going to talk about my topic, which is treating mental illnesses for older adults. And before I get started, I want to first off and say sorry about my mic quality. I did my best to make it sound good, so please bear with me with the sound quality. Anyways, so the reason why I chose this topic is because I actually have a close friend of mine who has a family member who's dealing with a mental disorder, and basically they're saying it's not an easy thing to deal with, not easy to take care of, and right now they're saying that they're not getting not help or treatment to deal with this situation. So it bring a curiosity to me, like, I wonder why there's not a lot of help out there for this kind of stuff. So I look in there to see to see what's going on. So here's what I found. So oddly enough, the one of the main biggest problems I found is that there's not enough mental health service for older adults. When I was doing my research, I could barely find anything that explicitly helped treating older adults for their mental health illnesses. If anything, a lot of them basically talked about helping their physical health. So that's just kind of strange. And also, when I was doing my research, I found out that according to the National Coalition on Mental Health Aging, the older population is going to grow by at least 64% in California in around the year 2035. So what that means is that with a older population, there's going to be more older adults that needs more services and programs and helps for older kind of health and needs, especially for those dealing with mental health disorders. So if you don't deal with the situation right now, imagine the future when there's going to be a bigger need of older adults of help with mental illnesses. And plus, also, I found something else interesting is that the California Mental Health Services Oversight and Accounting and Commission basically said that older adults are not getting proper mental health treatment in their facilities, and that means that they're not getting recognized for their mental health. Some of them are saying that the mental health is not that big of a deal. If anything, they're more focused on their physical health instead of making their mental health causing their actual problems. So they should make mental health a big top priority when dealing with older adults. And as well, older adults needs to live an enjoyable life. So how can you live an enjoyable life if they can't, if they're dealing with these mental illnesses, especially at this time and age when they're just ready to want to do anything they want before, father time does this thing. So they really need to do something about that. All right, so what's being done about this? So there are about 25 programs throughout California in Monterey, Alameda, and Los Angeles counties. And they basically have the same goal and purpose, which is to help and care for older adults with mental illnesses. And basically, they just want to make sure that they're getting better treatment, that they're getting taken care of, and that they basically have live out a good rest of their life and not having to worry about their mental illnesses. And here's a link right here that I put since I was unable to fit everything on this PowerPoint. Basically, it talks about all 25 programs and basically gives a description of each one and what they're specialized in and where they're located at if you want to look into that. And also, there's also online resources and guidances that I found. Basically, these are websites that gives instructions, explanations on how to care and treat people with these mental illnesses, especially those older adults with this kind of situations. And they also have virtual therapies and interventions with specialized doctors and therapists for this type of situation, especially for mental illnesses. Basically, if you need on-the-go help to basically talk to someone, or basically just to give an input of what's going on, they can be there for you or ready to go, and that they're there to help you out. And also, I also left a link here as well if you want to look, take a note of it, take a picture, just look more about these online resources and guidance so have a better idea of it. And with those in mind, here are my solutions that I believe will be more effective in treating with this kind of problem. So there definitely needs to be more interventions in healthcare service throughout the country. Like I said, during my research, I barely could find any services or like anything that could basic programs that could help with this kind of situation. So with that limited amount, I feel like there definitely needs to be more throughout the country to definitely treat all older adults with mental health illnesses. And plus, I feel like there should be better training with the medical staff, especially with communication with older adults with mental illnesses. Because some like I said, one of the biggest problems is there's a generational gap difference, some cultural difference, and some language barriers that needs to be assessed with that. That can be done with some proper training and communication, and as well making sure that they take note of older adults' mental health illness, because like I said, sometimes their mental health illness is not being taken seriously, and that it's like being pushed aside. So they should definitely assess their mental health illness when it comes to treating older adults. And plus, I feel like there's a lot of older adults not getting easy access for their help. So there definitely needs to be more easy access for help. Maybe I suggest going to their house, having doctors or like therapists go to their house when they need help and support. I know there's these virtual therapies through online and virtual chats, but I feel like it's better to have an actual physical person in the room. Sometimes it gives more comfort, makes them feel more comfortable just to hear it from an actual person and not from a computer. And plus, like getting weekly visits or working on a schedule can work out. That works out best. Can make it much more easier, much more convenient for older adults getting their help and treatment. And plus, like any on-the-go services, like could be like 24/7 for like if they need help right away or any kind of situation. They could be like a therapist, a doctor, ready to go to go talk or treat that elder adult, or basically just to talk to them and see what's going on with them. And when I was doing my research, I looked into the UCLA Center for Health and Policy Research, as they're also looking more into finding ways to improve mental health treatment for older adults. And then I read an article called "The California's Public Health Services: How Older Adults Being Served." Pretty much, they're saying that they found out in their studies that older adults are not getting proper treatment. Like I said, it's just like as they said before, it should be cultural differences and generation gap and language barriers that are causing these main issues, and that they also are not getting easy access to hospital facilities. Like I said, they definitely should get more easy access to make it easier for them to get the help and treatment that they need. And sometimes with their mental illness, they're sometimes unable to leave their own homes, because sometimes being in their own home is very comfortable for them. It's their own protection, their own safe zone. So that's why I feel like it's good to if you go to their house, just to help them make it more comfortable environment for them, and plus it makes it easier for them, like I said. So with these solutions and all these ideas, I hope that all these older adults will get all the help and treatment that they need, and that we will be able to deal with mental illness in the future. Because, like I said, the older population is going to keep growing, and we're going to make it accountable for all these older adults that need all the services and help that they need. So I hope that this brings more awareness to the situation, that mental health is a serious problem even for older adults. So hopefully we can get more interventions and more help and services for the coming future, especially by at least by year 2035 when we get that big population increase. So hopefully we're prepared for that. So thank you for listening to my presentation, and hope you guys have a rest of a good day. Thank you.